Hello everyone, how's everything? I hope you're doing okay. Uh, Today we are going to talk about our second term and second week for the third term, and our lesson talking about the volume of a rectangular prism. We start our lesson usually with our already the starter. After that, we are going for the objective, but directly we are going for the objectives. Are the objectives we are going to achieve on this lesson? How I can find and use the volume of rectangular prism. Let's go to for here is a big question. Name some object in your home or classroom that have volume. How do you think you might be able to determine the volume of those objects? Okay, and here our vocabulary for today: cubic units, prism, rectangular prism, and three-dimensional figure and volume. Today we are going to know each word of this one, what is the definition of this word or of this vocabulary for today. This is our main idea for today. What is the volume? You should know what the meaning is a volume. You know the volume when you have like a bottle of water and you put a quantity of water inside uh, this bottle, meaning you are to measuring how much water this bottle can take. The volume. The volume it will be for the three-dimensional figure has length. A volume, a three-dimensional figure has length, width, and the height. Ask yourself also, as our lesson for today, a rectangular prism. What is the meaning of the prism? A prism and usually is a three-dimensional. What the meaning of three-dimensional? Three-dimensional meaning has length, has width, and has h height. Meaning has three sides. L, W, H. Okay, that's why they were called this one 3D. What's the difference between 3D and the 2D? If you can remember the 2D, for example, like rectangle has only two sides, L and W. Okay, so the difference between 2D and the 3D, 3D has is called the three-dimensional 3D, or that's because it has three sides L, W, H. But the 2D dimensional has two sides L and W. Okay, so that's separated as a three-dimensional figure with two parallel bases. If you can see here, the base here up for this shape is rectangle, and the base here down on the bottom also rectangle. So that each this base and this base they are equal exactly. For example, L and W it will be same. Okay, for this one rectangle, each opposite side it will be are same. Here there's this base and this base it will be parallel, each side it will be same the other side. Okay, in the rectangular prism also the base they are congruent rectangles, meaning the space and the space they are equal, they are same exactly for every side. Okay, here as I told you the volume, what the meaning of the volume? The volume, as I told you, if you have a bottle of water and you want to put a quantity of water and you want to measure it how much it will take, so the volume is amount of space inside a three-dimensional figure. Okay, and also the unit for the volume it will be power 3 or cubic units. Okay, and we know already the area it will be square units, but the volume it will be cubic units, meaning power the exponent it will be 3, which can be written use abbreviation and an exponent of 3 such as units power 3. You can write it units power 3 or inch power 3, whatever, but be sure it should be the power it will be 3. Okay, so that let's get a summary for this idea. Here a three-dimensional figure has length, has width, and height. Okay, what the meaning of the prism? The prism is a three-dimensional figure with two bases they are parallel. Okay, or two bases they are congruent. Okay, and the rectangular prism consists of how many faces? If you can see here how many faces, here 1 and here 2 and here 1 and here 3 and the other side 4 and 1 here in front and 1 back, meaning you have 6 faces. So that the rectangular prism has 6 faces. Okay, that's good. Let's go to here for something else. Let's continue our PowerPoint here. Okay, and like you can find here the volume of rectangular prism with whole number measurement by packing the prism with the unit cubes. Decomposing the prism tells you the number of cubes, okay, of giving size it will take. To find the prism the volume here Here, okay, we are decomposing the prism tells you the number of cubes or of giving a size it will take to fill the prism. For example, this in front of you this shape rectangular prism, and you need to know the volume so that you are going to know how much amount of square units covering this shape from inside. To fill the prism of the volume of rectangular prism is related to the dimension, length, width, and height. The rectangular prism showing has a length. If you can count here the length, here length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the length L, and you are going to count here the length. Here it will be 5 units, and the width, and if you count the width, it will be here 3. Okay. There also a total cube. If you are going to get the area of this one, it will be 15 unit cubes in the base layer of the prism. The prism has how many layers? How many layers here? One, two, three. Has 3 layers. Each layer how much? How much has 15? So that you are going to count or adding 15 plus 15 plus 15. It will give you the volume. So that the volume here I count here each layer how many cubes or how many square units, then and how many layer, then each layer will be 15, 15 layer, it will be 15, 15, 15. Okay, so adding together it will give you the volume. So that the volume here it will be 45 cube units. Okay, so that depends on this. We have something formula for that. You can find the volume of the rectangular prism with easy way. Here, as I told you, here's the L, and this one it will be here L. This one call this one L, and this is W, and this one it's like here vertical. We call this one H. So that we have 3 things: L and W and H. Okay, and we represent for the volume with letter V. If you are going to multiply these 3 sides, L times W times H, it will give you the volume. So that we get already the volume or the formula for the volume. Volume equals L times W times H. Here the L, it will be here 5 on this shape, the rectangular prism, and here W it will be 3, and the H heights, as I told you, the height it will be always be perpendicular with the base 1, 2, 3. If you are going to multiply this one together, it will give you also same the one we get already. It will be 3 square 50 here 45. It will be here 45. It will be here 45. So that is the volume or the formula of rectangular prism. Okay, and here some example. We can work in it. It's so easy. Same this way we get the formula. You can work in it, but the important to know here what is the formula for rectangular prism. V equals L times W times H. I hope you get this is the main idea, and this is what